Today, we're going to get into a story about the ultimate workplace betrayal, but more importantly, the even more satisfying comeback. Honestly, it is a masterclass in how to turn professional heartbreak into a strategic win.
I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? You pour everything you have into a project. Late nights, weekends, all of it. Only to watch someone else step up and take the credit. It is a gut-wrenching feeling. And that feeling is exactly where our story begins today.
But hang on, this isn't just a story about getting wronged. It's really a lesson in playing the long game. It's about taking all that raw anger, that frustration, and channeling it into something way, way bigger than just petty revenge.
Okay, so let's set the stage here. We are jumping into the cutthroat world of corporate finance, a world where getting a promotion isn't just a nice little step up. It can literally change your entire future.
So let me introduce you to our guy, Daniel Reed. At just 27, he was the rising star. 4 years in, he was known for being the one who always stayed late, who crushed every project. The promotion to senior director wasn't really a question of if, it was just a matter of when.
And who's overseeing all this? His manager, Victor Hayes. Now, Victor was one of those bosses. You know the type. Super charming in a big meeting, but behind closed doors, completely manipulative. Just a classic and, frankly, dangerous combination.
So the big announcement is just a few days away, and you can just feel the excitement building. Daniel, thinking all his hard work is finally about to pay off, makes that call to his mom. You can hear it in his voice. He was so sure this was his moment.
But as we all know, the corporate world can be an absolutely brutal place. And for Daniel, well, the floor was about to drop out from under him.
So just picture it. It's a Friday. The main boardroom is packed. The air is just thick with anticipation. The CEO's at the front of the room about to announce the new senior director.
And then the words hit Daniel like a ton of bricks. It's not his name, it's Victor's. The room just erupts in applause, but for Daniel, I imagine everything just went completely silent.
And here's the kicker. The sheer audacity of it all was just stunning. This wasn't just a stolen idea. Victor was up there on stage, clicking through Daniel's entire meticulously crafted 6-month strategy, slide by slide, and passing it off as his own genius.
To add the ultimate insult to injury, Victor comes up to him after the meeting. No apology, not even a hint of acknowledgement. Just this incredibly dismissive, condescending line, just designed to completely crush him.
That night, Daniel did what probably any of us would do. He typed out this fiery, tell-all resignation letter. But then, just as he was about to hit send, he stopped. He had this realization that an emotional outburst would just give Victor exactly what he wanted. So, he deleted the draft. The game wasn't over. It had just changed. And this, right here, is where the real story starts. Daniel made a choice. He decided to channel all of that rage not into some loud argument, but into quiet, focused, unstoppable action. He left the company, no fuss, and he started from absolute scratch. He took his savings, opened a tiny consulting firm, and guess what he used as his foundation? He took that stolen strategy, made it even better, and started winning clients. It was slow at first, and then it started to snowball.
And you can see it right here. His growth wasn't some overnight miracle, it was a strategic grind. He went from just 3 clients to 12 in the first year. And then boom, he's landing major contracts in year 2. He was building an entire empire on the very foundation of the work that had been stolen from him.
And so, after years of this silent, focused work, the universe decided to serve up the perfect plot twist. The past was about to come knocking on his door.
One morning, an email pops into his inbox. The sender, Victor Hayes. Turns out, his old company, under Victor's supposed leadership, was tanking. They were about to lose their biggest client, and they were desperate for an outside consultant to save them.
I mean, just stop and think about the power shift in this moment. The last time these two were in a boardroom together, Daniel was the junior guy watching his work get stolen. Now, Daniel is sitting at the head of the table, and Victor is the client, practically begging for his help. So Daniel starts his presentation, and the title on that very first slide, it's a direct, cold, and absolutely brilliant callback to the day of the betrayal. In that single moment, Victor knew, and everyone else in that room was about to find out who the real strategist had been all along.
So what's the big takeaway from this incredible journey? Well, it's something way more powerful than just getting even.
After the meeting, a totally defeated Victor asks him, "You planned this, didn't you?" And Daniel's response is just perfect. He says, "No, you did. The day you took credit for my work." He just lays it out there. This wasn't his plan. It was just the inevitable result of Victor's own actions.
This story is the perfect example of something we can call the growth principle. See, the goal isn't to tear the other person down. The real goal is to build yourself up so high that their actions become completely irrelevant, nothing more than a tiny footnote in your much, much bigger success story.
And really, that's the core lesson here, isn't it? Don't waste your precious energy on revenge. Invest it in your own growth. Become so skilled, so successful, so absolutely undeniable that the very people who wronged you have no choice but to come to you for help.
So, I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. We've all faced our own versions of Victor Hayes. The real challenge, and the real opportunity, is deciding what you're going to build from it.